All right, it is Wednesday, May the 6th, and it's time to find out some more about what happened to Emil Emu. So get your word building pace, word building pace. All right, and let's turn it. Start at page 1 and follow along as I read the story. You ready to find out some more about what happened to Emil Emu? Right? So Emil Emu and his wee little sister Eliza Emu were excited about being in a wedding. Emil Emu's Bible teacher, Miss Edith, was to be married. Emil Emu was to be the ring bearer. Eliza Emu was to be the flower girl. So look at page 2. Everyone was getting ready for the wedding at Ezekiel Church. When it began to sleet outside, Daddy Emu quickly took Mommy Emu and Eliza Emu home. The Emu family lived in a field around the corner from Ezekiel Church. Emil Emu wanted to be very helpful. Emil Emu stayed to put away the sweeper and cleaners. These days, Daddy Emu said Emil Emu was big enough to walk a little way home all by himself. Now look at page 3. But Emil Emu's feet began to freeze as he walked home in the sleet. When Emil Emu looked down, he remembered he'd forgotten his boots. Should Emil Emu go back to the church? It was beginning to get dark. Should Emil Emu go home without his boots? What's he gonna do? Oh dear, said Emil Emu in a feeble little voice. Then Emil Emu remembered what his Bible teacher had said. Emil Emu thought, Jesus will always be with me. I do not need to worry or be afraid. Jesus will help me get my boots. Jesus will help me get home safely too. When Emil Emu got back to the church door, it was locked. Hello, Emil Emu, called a cheery voice. It was Emil Emu's Bible teacher, Miss Edith. I was just coming to see if everything was ready for the wedding tomorrow. Miss Edith opened the church door with her key. Emil Emu showed her the sparkling clean church. Yes, everything was shiny and ready. Look at page 4. Let's look at page 4. Here we see Miss Edith and Emil Emu, and we still see it is sleeting. Look at the snow on the ground. Miss Edith has her boots on, and now look. Emil found his boots, didn't he? I am thankful for your help, said Miss Edith. Now I will be glad to walk home with you to your field. It's beginning to get dark, you know. Emil Emu pulled on his boots. Thunk, thunk. Emil Emu enjoyed the wintry sounds of the cold, icy sleet as Miss Edith walked him home. Crunch, crunch, crunch went their feet on the freezing sleet. Went their breathing as they walked along. Scrape, scrunch, scrape went a neighbor's scraper as he scraped the sleet off the windshield of his car. Stamp, stomp, stomp, stomp went Emil Emu's boots as he stomped along. Thank you for walking me home, Miss Edith. Everything worked out just fine. See you tomorrow evening, Emil Emu, said Miss Edith as she left Emil Emu at his family's nest. Emil Emu waved goodbye happily. The next evening, the preacher and the people in the wedding had a practice time. Now Mylan and Journey and Caden and Trey and Delise, the practice time for a wedding is called a rehearsal. Say that with me. Say rehearsal. Okay. The people had planned carefully for weeks and weeks. Now everything was prepared. Ezekiel Church was clean. The food treats were ready. After they had the rehearsal, the people would be ready too. Ooh, turn to page 5. Look, page 5. Thinking about this is the pillow, the ring bearer. This is the basket of flowers. Wow. Emil Emu looked all around at the people. Emil Emu looked down at his knees. Emil Emu's knees were knocking, were shaking. I think I don't need to be the ring bearer, said Emil Emu. Eliza Emu looked at Emil Emu. Eliza Emu could see Emil Emu's knees shaking. Eliza Emu could see her own knees shaking too. I think I don't need to be the flower girl either, said Eliza Emu. Just then, Miss Edith saw her 2 wee helpers. Remember, wee, that word wee means little. She saw their knees shaking. Emil Emu and Eliza Emu, come to me, please. We need to speak to each other, don't we? Miss Edith asked kindly. Emil Emu and Eliza Emu sat on Miss Edith's knees. Miss Edith reminded the wee emus that she needed them to help in her wedding. Miss Edith reminded the wee emus that Jesus would be with them. Jesus will always be with you. Never forget that Jesus will be with you for keeps. Oh, we will be able to help you, Miss Edith, said Emil Emu. Jesus will help me be a good ring bearer. I will not be scared to be the flower girl either, said Eliza Emu. Jesus will be with me for keeps. Daddy Emu and Mommy Emu had been listening nearby. I agree with you, Daddy Emu said. It will be easy. You 2 emus will do just fine. Just trust the Lord. Mommy Emu gave each of her little emus a loving squeeze. Whoo-wee, said Emil Emu with a smile. Everything is ready for the wedding. Now we are ready too. Great job of listening, my friends. Now stay tuned for the questions. What do you remember?